That was great.
It only lasts like 5 minutes.
Oh man, that shit was hilarious.
What is up, boys and girls? We are back. Matthew is here. He's behind the camera right now because we don't have a second tripod. But we're introducing 2 new members to the Slip Angle crew. This is actually our second time filming this video. I will say that. We're just a little bit late to the whole party here. But I have Zach and Felix, who are now joining us. And if you notice all the new products on the Slip Angle Media web store, you can thank Felix for that. Thanks, Felix.
Trying hard.
Thank you, thank you. And I don't know what to say about you.
About me?
If you've seen some of the sick reels that have been on my page, the ones that are definitely not made by me, made by a professional, those are Zach. So,
Yep.
guys, we'll start with you, Felix, because your car's over here first. Why don't you introduce your
the car that actually got you to buy your car, right?
Yeah, well, you guys remember Felix. He was on our podcast. He brought over his A90 Supra for me to take a look at, and was ultimately the reason why I pulled the trigger on one. But here he is. There's been a couple updates to it ever since.
Yeah.
The dirt was not one of them, but it's just dirty.
She was cleaner in the first video.
It was clean in the first video.
But yeah, for the most part, just MSS lowering springs. We definitely have an MHD tuned. It's definitely unlocked. It's a 2021, but it has a pre-June 2020 DME.
Which I'm super jealous
Yeah,
of.
you lucked out big time.
Yeah, I pretty lucked out
mine's
on
all
that.
locked up like Fort Knox there.
We have the downpipe. I forgot the...
You did, oh yeah, I always forget the name of it too. We bought the same catless down. Well, I bought them. I was like, hey, I'm buying this downpipe. Do you want me to get you one?
Yeah. So he's actually got me started modding because I wasn't going to mod it the first year. But here it is now. Fun car. XHP tuned as well. Definitely looking for maybe a turbo upgrade, but right now it feels great. It honestly does.
It rips. It makes me want to like get mine unlocked and tuned like ASAP.
Definitely.
That means your car is definitely faster than mine, so you're gonna have to race him next.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I would like to.
You see, he's got the same Rec Speed mirror caps
Correct.
that we put on Project GR Supra. These are available on the Slip Angle Media web store, pre-painted to your body color.
Yep.
I sold him my duckbill spoiler that I was gonna put on my car.
A huge fan of it after he showed me, so yeah.
I know, I like it so much. I'm like,
immediately
shit,
installed
I kind of wish I kept this now. But I'm keeping my 45th anniversary. I like this because it makes the car really look like Aston Martin-ish.
Yeah, it makes it very subtle and clean. So
I shouldn't have sold this to you. These are painted and also
at least you get to see it.
These are painted, pre-painted, also on the Slip Angle Media web store. Did you put this on the web store?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Oh, tell him. Yeah, Felix is a drift machine.
I guess, yeah.
He is like a living testament to me for the durability of the VQ.
Yes, for sure. 170,000 miles stock, never changed the motor. I've drifted it over 20 events. Driven it there, driven it back.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And I love that car, and it still turns on today.
When he says drift, it's a full-on drift car.
Yeah, it's full drift car.
Yeah.
So
sick.
Very fun. I got to show that. We'll definitely.
And why did you buy that car?
Definitely you, obviously.
Okay, just making sure.
I definitely came
just making sure that we're all on the same page here.
World, right? So, and getting into Quinn's Miata, and then him actually introducing me to racing and cars, it really opened my world.
All right, Zachary. So the reason why we filmed this again is because when we did this originally, Zach came here with an M240i.
Yeah, and the original point of that video was 3 B58s.
Yes.
You had a manual, the B58 and the M240i automatic, and then the automatic Supra.
Let's do like a quick 10-second highlight revs. Drop it now. All right, I just didn't want that whole video to go to waste.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, true.
So there you
So-
go. I got something out of it for you.
So sadly, now I have the
not
worst,
sad.
the worst sounding
This
car
is
here.
well.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that, like this is some sort of a downgrade.
No, not by any
even
means.
close.
Let's do a quick rundown because this is going to air first, but we've already done a bunch of mods to this car. So this is a project car for the channel.
Yep.
And we pretty much have documented every major modification on it. But yeah, give him a quick teaser of like what's to come.
So, really quick, we ended up doing a carbon fiber front lip. We have a carbon fiber spoiler on the back.
Well, and hold on, just in case you guys don't know what this is a
Oh yeah, we probably should.
2023 or 4
It's a 2024
G87 BMW
M2
BMW
manual.
Manuel. I told him to get the manual.
Yeah, I was pretty sold on the ZF. I originally came from an Evo 8 RS, and I love the manual. The M240i was my first automatic in a long time, and I honestly fell in love with it. The ZF 8-speed is a great transmission, especially when you tune it. So I was on the fence on going back to a manual. Quinn convinced me to buy it for the driving experience and not the straight line speed.
I just said like if you're gonna be hanging out with us more, you're gonna probably start doing the tourney stuff.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, this car being the last manual transmission M car is gonna have value.
Yeah.
So
I ended up lucking out with this car. I found it in North Carolina, and it's a perfect spec. I love white cars.
it was like it was 1,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I got it with, I think it was 1,500 miles, carbon roof, the plain black interior. I'm not a fan of the interior with the bright red and blue
it's
shoulders.
Horrible.
The black wheels, I used to be a fan of black wheels, but again, after seeing the Supra with the silver wheels, eventually these will end up being silver. But right now, we have intakes. We have a titanium mid-pipe, which we just installed the other night.
We're actually making them.
Yeah.
They're slip angle titanium mid pipes.
And I am,
We worked with our exhaust company.
yeah, and I'm very, very happy with how it came out. Fitment was great.
Saved
it
way more
sounds-
weight than I
yeah.
thought it was going. We can't
Yeah,
tell the
you'll
numbers.
see.
You'll see that in the
You'll see
video.
on
I
that
was like, I think it's going to take like 10 pounds out. But I didn't realize there's so many resonators and catalytic converters in the mid-pipe section of this car.
But it sounds great now. We did an SST valve controller in it as well. My
And we're going to do
G87.
some race videos.
Yeah, we'll do some race videos. I'm excited to grow this car on the channel and we have a couple mods on the way. But yeah, so this is my G87 M2.
And just in case if you're all wondering, so we are starting to dive into the modern cars because we got to change with
Inevitable.
it. We got to stay liquid.
And they're dying out, right?
We got to
They're
change
la-
with the times a
and
little
they're-
bit, you know.
they're-
But we're not abandoning the old cars. We got tons in store for Project Great Daily, tons in store for Matt's NC. I still love tinkering with these, even though they're slow as balls compared to these. But if anything, it just makes me want to modify this more. So forced induction, I think, is really on the horizon here for it. But yeah, all of us working together means we're going to be able to do a lot more. If you guys may or may not have caught it, we're going to air the whole video soon, but we got picked as a finalist for the Petrolicious short film competition. One of 6 finalists globally with my RX-7. We lost. To a Dacia. Because they did it by how many views it got. That was the first video that they posted after like 2 years of being nothing. It was so silly. But anyways, we're going to air the whole video for you guys because we did spend some time doing a full proper spotlight on Project RX-7. It deserved it. It's also running again, which is great. But in that video, you're going to see elements of the whole team in one. And you'll just see how much better the production value has gotten because of these guys coming on. So that's it. Let us know what you think. If you want to see us offer stuff on the web store, let us know in the comments because we got Felix here. We have access to many, many, many parts, but we're trying to keep it more for the cars that we deal with and the parts that we have experience with and run in our own project cars. But that's going to be the best way to support us. We don't ask for donations. We don't do Patreon. If you want to help support the channel, like just if you're looking for some tuner parts or some of the stuff that we run, buy them from us off our web store. And if we don't have them up there, email slipanglemedia@gmail.com or shoot us a DM on Instagram and we'll get your quote. Yeah. And we're going to plan another Cars and Coffee soon. and private meetup
Yes.
cruises for select few people. We don't know how we're going to work that, but that's coming too.
Yes.
So that is it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, help push our content, and we'll see you on the next one. Good night.